And we are live, guys. How you doing today, Clyde?
Pretty good. How about yourself, Chris?
Pretty good, man. Just got some life changing news to announce here soon. Because as you guys know, if you guys haven't watched the
You're
new
gay, right?
episode, no, the new episode of Gray Market, I'm on. I'm there
Did you
on
say
in
gay market?
Gray Market,
Oh.
Gray Market. I'm
Is that
there
the market
towards
for
the
older
end.
gays or what?
No, no, that's Roman Sharp's show, man.
Nice. Actually, I think you'd been collaborating with Roman a little bit as well.
Yeah, a
Roman,
couple
he's
times.
a biggie. He's a biggie. Not going to deny it.
Yeah, definitely. Life changing opportunity to be able to go work for him, man. So
Absolutely.
hopefully it all works out. I'm sure it will. He sees
You're
I'm
now in
enthusiastic.
the, oh man, you're in the biz. You're in the biz.
What's up, Ken? Ken,
You're
how
like
you doing, bud?
you're like Federico.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I've done a couple
And
collaborations.
Paul Thorpe. Yeah,
I
nice.
don't know if I'm quite to their level. I still got a lot to learn. But yeah, I'll be working with them.
Oh yeah,
This is
exactly.
pretty
So
cool.
yeah, and so you'll have access to all the cool shit.
Definitely. I mean, I was like a kid in the candy store when I went up there. He flew me up last week. Horses, so which is pretty cool. And I believe the episode I'll be in will probably be next week, like the full episode. So they'll
Nice.
introduce me and all that stuff. So it should be pretty cool. Will be pretty cool. I start up there this Monday. I drive up Friday, man, moving up there. So, but
Very nice.
definitely looking forward to it. It's gonna be a big change because I've never really lived outside. I mean, I was born in West Virginia, but I've been here since I was like 6. So I never really lived out of South Carolina.
Wow. Wowzers.
So it'll be a big change, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth a shot.
That is just incredibly.
What's up, Slash man? How you doing, bud? He said he just picked up a Gerard Paragos Seahawk. Nice. What are your thoughts on that? Hey,
Yeah,
Jason.
I think I've got a Gerard Paragos one. I think I've got a similar. Oh wait, BMW Oracle. No. Um, I think Gerard Parago is. I
Now,
think.
Oracle is that the race team?
Well, it says BMW Oracle. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah. 6139 tonight. That's a Rolex, I would guess, right?
I think so. His sub, I think, right? I think he's got a vintage sub in the 80s or 90s, Jason, if I'm right. If I remember correctly.
Yes.
I think Ken Spears
So,
won the PRX. That's a great little watch. I want to get
yeah.
a hold of one of those for the under
Oh,
$800.
yep. Integrated bracelet. I think it's got so many things going for it. So many things. So yeah. And I am. God, I'm having to shut so much stuff down. Hold on. I really do need to get a hold. I really need to get control of this stupid. I really need to get control of this stupid desktop here pretty quick.
7 Friday. You don't see those too much.
Nope, you do not.
That's kind of a brand that's not really talked about much. But GP, I like Gerard Perry though. I kind of feel like they're kind of an underrated, but I feel like they're kind of picking up steam though, like a lot of others too though. A lot more people are starting to talk about them than what you say.
Yeah, absolutely, and they should be talking about them.
Now, was that a Gerald Gento brand?
Gerard Perigo?
Yeah. Did he have dibs in any of those?
I can't think of anything specifically. Now, some people, I mean, he's done a couple, but the trouble is Gerald Genta had his hand on just damn near everything. So it's possible he might have, and we just haven't heard about it yet.
The Laureate.
Laureato. Thank you.
Laureato.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the one he had. I thought he had his hand in one of them, but I couldn't remember for sure. And another thing, did you watch that Hodinkee interview with Max Buser?
Wasn't I asking you about that literally last night?
Were you? I can't remember. I'm sorry. It's just all been
Yes.
a blur.
Yep.
But yeah, I caught that. That was a pretty interesting interview, though, wasn't it?
Yes. I think it's, yes. Great interview, I think, personally. Now, I've also got like a better picture of my crouton.
Okay.
Got a nice, a nicer.
Oh, Seiko 6139. Okay.
Okay.
But you said you got a better picture of your Croton?
Yeah, I actually, wait. Let me see if I'll send it to you real quick.
Okay.
I might be able to do something, yeah. But I'd have to, hold on. Do. Messages. Okay, send it.
Okay.
Via iMessage.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of put on like a generic, like, oyster bracelet, and I think it suits it much better.
Okay. That's good. Definitely looks good. What size is that Croton?
It's a big crouton. It's like 37.
37. Okay.
It's the lug width is 20 millimeters.
Okay, so that's perfect for any aftermarket strap you want to put on there.
Oh yeah, perfecto. So the Laureato is gaining steam. Yeah, agreed. And the trouble is, now if you're going to go to the other channel, the one that just is going to start up here in 2 minutes,
he'll call it a shiter, won't he?
Yeah, he will. And guess what? He's wrong. And the people that have the advice about the about the Vacheron overseas, they were wrong last year.
Yeah, the overseas has gained a lot of steam.
Yep.
A lot of stuff, but that's basically because you can't hardly get a hold of the APs or the Rolexes now too. So the VC's kind of gone that way.
Well, and they were my 5066. They were calling my mid-sized Aquanaut a shitter because it was only mid-size. It's only 36 millimeters. It's like shut the fuck up.
But they wear like closer to 39 or 40, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that old Rolex State 8 I had. It was what, 32, 33 mil, but it wore closer to 38.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you ask why do you call it that? If they don't know anything about the watch or the brand, or all they do is just say something like, "Well, the resale's not there yet," then you can rest assured that person is a fucking idiot.
And I don't get why people shy away from unisex watches too. Like a guy wearing a unisex watch, I don't see as a big deal. Like they think it's more femininized, whatever. But I mean, it's all what you get comfortable wearing. That wouldn't steer me away from the watch. Yeah, because I'm lucky. I can wear kind of a conservative. Like I can wear like a wide variety of different sizes and kind of pull it off. Except for like huge watches, I'm not really a big fan of huge watches. I think about the biggest size I'd probably go is about 44, probably on the bigger end. So, and that was that Breitling that I had a while back, the Super Ocean, but they wear smaller too, though. They're like Seiko; they wear a little bit smaller than their stated sizes.
Right. Exactly.
So, that's one thing you got to account for too.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely. The GP is definitely starting to gain steam. What's another brand where you think is starting to gain a little? You think
No, literally anything is. Hold on for 1 second.
Okay. I was about to say Frank Mueller. I think he's starting to pick up a little more traction again.
Yeah, anything. I think vintage Movado is starting to pick up again.
Mm-hmm. I actually had a new Movado that was inspired by their. I think I sent you pictures of that. The chronograph that got in from Saltzman's, and it's actually not a bad looking watch. It's inspired by the Heritage lineup. I think it was like right around $1,000 or right under $1,000. And for the money, it's not that bad.
And like, my Parmigiani, of course, I've got a Parmigiani Flourier Calpa Hebdomadaire, which is entirely, large. The dial has many levels of depth to it. It's completely in-house shaped movement.
Uh-huh.
Literally an 8-day power reserve.
Okay.
And the people were saying, "Oh, shitter." It's originally, and what they're saying is like, well, what they're saying is that they don't hold their own resale value. For instance, like mine, steel is like literally $18,000, and I picked it up pre-owned, second, so I'm the second owner, $5,000.
Can't be that.
No. Now, I dare you to find one. I dare you. A manual wind, a Hebdo now. You can't. Yeah, because. So, like I said, when you talk with your friends, the ones that use the S word, you can just be assured they're idiots.
Or they're just snobs.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No.
You wouldn't call them snobs?
No, I wouldn't call them snobs. They can be snobs and they can also be idiots.
I gotcha.
Because unless you don't know specifically, you have to know something. Now, it's one thing to say, I don't like it. Now, to me, the most valid criticism is not my cuppa.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not your style, it's not your style. But there's watches that aren't my style, but I can still appreciate the aesthetics or the craftsmanship. The craftsmanship that goes into them, the thought that goes into them.
Right.
Like Jacob & Company. That's probably nothing even if I had the money, I would probably never wear them. But I can appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into them, the hand painting, all that stuff that goes into them.
And here's why. The natural tendency is if someone doesn't know something, the natural tendency, I think, for a lot of people, if I'd even say most people, is to try to bullshit your way out of it.
Yeah.
And one of the things I was taught and learned both as an Army officer and actually as a attorney was do not bullshit.
Yeah.
If you don't know, admit you don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know that offhand, sir, but let me look that up, and I will get back with you shortly.
Yeah. I mean, there's something I've learned in the hobby. The person that tells you they know everything is full of it, because there's people that have been in the hobby for years that don't know everything. Like, I learn something new every day.
Watch Sixto. Hey, Chris. Hey. Now, one of the things, yeah.
What's up, Watch Sixto? How you doing, bud?
Well, I can remember when I think not too early on when Tanzil was basically screwing with TGV. And they talked about the Rancher. He talked about the Rancher getting a 1630. What do you think about the Rolex 1630? What do you think? What do you think? And keep in mind, it's Rolex, but it's fairly obscure Rolex. And TGV basically tried to bluff his way out of it and said, well, I got one for my wife, or I think I got one for my wife, or something like that, which is, A, I don't think you did, and B, I don't think you know what it is.
Yeah.
Watch listening to the live stream, killing my legs at the gym. I guess
Nice.
legs day. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna need to get back to the gym soon, because otherwise I'm probably gonna start gaining weight again, just sitting at a desk all day.
Oh yeah. Unless you're out running around, but I doubt that.
No, because I've lost about 30 pounds since I started at Lowe's. All the shit we do.
Now, what is it? The time TPG.
Mm-hmm.
They basically took over, DFW by, they would, if someone put an ad out, they would literally jump in their car and drive across DFW to talk to them. ASAP. So, especially Marco would not sit behind the desk. And a lot of times it's good cop, bad cop. So you'd have the bad cop, the asshole. He would be the person at an event. He'd be buying all the watches, and he would be downplaying them, just basically nitpicking them, pulling up every flaw and everything else, and fitting him if he couldn't find anything. And the good cop would be the one talking about how glowing terms about how wonderful it was, and he'd be the one selling the watches.
Mm-hmm.
So bad cop would literally get your watch off you and try to beat every dollar of equity out of it by telling you what a piece of shit it is, and good cop would then put it on a shelf and put it on a pedestal and sell it for as much money as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
man, it's crazy.
Well, it is.
You said they even came up to your area too, huh?
They what?
They even came all the way up your way?
Oh yeah, Marco would.
How far away is that?
That's a 3-hour drive.
Okay.
One way.
Makes for a long day.
Oh, it is, but if it's but I don't think at the time, I don't think they even had their own office. So sit around your apartment and play with yourself, or sit around a Starbucks and just slap Mr. Happy.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, or let's go find a watch today and we'll sell it tomorrow.
I got you. I mean, makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
One way to hustle, I guess. Yeah, they're kind of like Richard Rawlings did with his cars.
Exactly. But you'll probably be going around trying to buy pieces, would be my guess, right?
I'm not sure exactly.
Well, actually, you're going to do whatever the fuck they tell you to do.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Yeah, that's good.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be learning from two of the best. So I mean.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much whatever they say, I'll listen and go over what they say.
Now you sent me a picture of you with Roman. And I think that was a good picture of Roman because every time I've seen a picture of Roman or the videos, he looked like a shark with cold, dead eyes, like predatory.
He's actually a good dude. He's pretty laid back, pretty chill behind the scenes. Like they all are, like how they are on camera, off camera, pretty much. Like they're not really acting.
Well, and like I said, that was a hell of a good picture. It was the most expressive, I think. It's just,
and he seems to, from what I get from it, he seems to care about his employees too. So that's a good thing.
Well, absolutely. Well, yeah, because you gotta, it's just like anything else. They're the people making you the money.
Mm-hmm. Whereas at Lowe's, I've just been kind of like a number, pretty much. So. But yeah, I figure most people are probably watching Archie's stream right now, probably, huh?
Oh yeah.
I see he's got Bear on there now. He finally got Bear on camera. Bear Clooney.
Yep. And here's the thing. He probably kind of needs Bear to keep his ass in line. But People get tired of them.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Mm.
Bought this watch off this. She's like, oh, well, late 20s, and she's like, that's my. It was my ex's. He was older. He collected it, and I kept it. And he was an asshole. He was an older guy. I was like, oh, hey, little blonde like
Yeah.
guys. So it's just like, So we're kind of texting back and forth.
Okay.
But yes.
Nice. Well, good luck.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I really want good luck. Here's the other thing. It's just like, oh man, that is such an outlay of time and money. And then you have to kind of like, oh, jeez.
Have to kind of wine and dine him.
And then you yeah. But I was like, God, do I really want to put in the effort? Do I,
That's one thing I can say about Philly. There's going to be plenty of single ladies up there.
Oh, yeah.
So, if I'm not working all the time.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Philly.
I'll be putting a lot of work in, I'm sure.
Well, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I love that show. That show's hilarious. You ever watch that?
Yes. Yeah. Of course, I used to go to school just outside of Pittsburgh. So.
Okay. Nice. My buddy Jason actually just bought a house. Him and his fiance just bought a house right there outside of Pittsburgh.
Outside what part?
I'm not sure. He hasn't told me yet, but he said it's about like 3.5, 4 hours away from Philly. He's my buddy I met up with in Raleigh. Showed me around when I was up there. He's got the AP, the Royal. He's got one of the older AP Royal Oaks, and he's got a white gold Daytona too.
Oh, hey, yeah. The there's also something on Showtime called American Rust, and it makes me think it's actually based out there.
Okay.
It's based, little Pennsylvania burgs in the middle, or not, towns.
Yeah.
Or boroughs in the middle of nowhere between like Pittsburgh and Wheeling. I'm like, oh yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I already know Average Joe and Josh Townwatch. I know them up there already. I met up with Josh the Townwatch. I don't know if you know his channel. His got about 6,000 subscribers. Pretty cool guy, laid back guy. So I already know those two up there, and of course my cousin. So it's not like I won't know anyone up there. So.
Oglebie Park. I remember that part pretty well as well.
But yeah, that's definitely looking forward to it. Not looking forward to the drive. It's about 9 to 11 hours depending on traffic. And try to beat the DC traffic.
God, it went underground. Then the S&P, so like a reserve unit. So it's like, okay, and basically the company commander was like a senior first lieutenant. So he said, okay, we've got brass coming in now. Load missions. Everyone get in your trucks and get the fuck out of here. We'll just do a load mission anywhere. Training, call it whatever you want. Get out now.
Yeah, why? Because of DC traffic?
No, because we had brass coming in for inspection.
Oh, okay.
And if all the trucks and all the people are outside training, then there's not really anything to inspect other than just the motor pool. So it's like, okay. So it's just like, and they're like, and they're with an E5, and he's just like, well, sir, where do you want to go? I said, well, I am the assistant driver. He's like, yeah, but you do break me technically. So you want to go into Pittsburgh? You want to go Oglebie? You want to go into Wheeling and Oglebie Park? I said, oh, let's go to Oglebie. I've heard really nice things about it. And I said, yeah. He's like, oh, you haven't been there? Yeah, we got to go. And so we're driving this big ass deuce and a half just down these little, literally sometimes joggers almost diving off the road as we're going down it. And it was just a really, really great way to waste the U.S. government's funds for an afternoon.
Yeah, just to get away from the brass, huh?
Get away from the brass, yep. And they're like, what about us cadets? And she's like, I sure as hell don't want any of you people over here. Get out. All right.
Man, that's crazy.
Now that was a good commander, and a female at that. So yeah.
Oh. Well, we're closing in about 25 minutes, half an hour. You about ready to call it a night then?
I think so. And Chris, I'm so happy to hear about you've always been just a hell of a good guy.
Thanks,
You have
man.
been always so enthusiastic and
I think he
supportive.
sees that too. He thinks he sees my.
What?
Oh,
What? There's
thanks,
a super chat.
thanks, Neo. Appreciate it, bud. Neo, I saw Neo comment on the Great Market video. He saw me at the end there, but yeah, I think he sees that I'm enthusiastic and I'm passionate about it. So I think he's wanting to give me a chance, you know.
It sounds like everyone's dad, doesn't he? Congratulations. Now don't fuck it up.
I'm hoping not to, man. I'm hoping not to. Hopefully he'll see my work effort. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to. Obviously, I've been at Lowe's for 2 years overnight, so I'm not afraid to work hard. This won't be physical labor. It'll just be a different kind of work. So just translate that into that, I guess.
All right.
All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Thanks again, Neo. We'll catch you guys. Thanks, Clyde.
Thanks.